reflexive verbs in the preterite tense. We've already done reflexive verbs. We did them last semester, so this is basically just a review. So, reflexive conjugations. Remember that with reflexive verbs, you've got that se on the end of the infinitive, so like vestirse. And the se is going to turn into the pronoun to match the subject. So if I'm saying you got dressed, it would be te, and then you would conjugate vestir to the to form, right? Te vestiste, or whatever. And we're going to practice some of those. So this isn't entirely new, it's just the fact that it's in the preterite tense. Like I said, you're not going to learn a new conjugation. And the verbs are going to conjugate the way they always have. If it's a stem changing, I'll let you know. I'll put that little symbol out behind it. The big thing is that you've just got to remember that that pronoun has to go in front of the verb. Okay? And we talked about the reflexive pronouns. What are the reflexive pronouns? What is the one for yo? Me, tu, te, él, ella, usted. Se, nosotros, nos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes. Se. Good. Good, good, good. All right, so, like I said, you just make the reflexive pronoun match the verb. So, let's do the verb dormirse. Dormirse means to put oneself to sleep, right? So,
sounds really scary.
We're going to take the se first, and we're talking about I. So the se becomes me. And then we conjugate the verb dormir. And it's a regular verb in the preterite tense, so it becomes me dormi. So what do you think the to form would be? Okay, that's half of it.
Te dormiste.
Te dormiste. Good, Alistair.
Thank you.
All right, what about él, ella, usted, Noah?
Sed dormo.
Close. It's an ER verb, or IR verb.
Dormio.
Dormio. Said dormio. Good. Actually, it's dormio.
Oh.
Okay, there's a stem change in the él, ella, usted form. Salud.
Bless you.
Okay. What about the nosotros form, Jimmy?
Nos dormimos.
Yeah, nos dormimos. Good. Okay, it's going to show the vosotros, but you don't have to worry about it. What about, and once again, this will be a stem change. What about the ellos form, Emily Barkell? That's half of it. Se durmieron. Good. Se durmieron. With reflexive verbs, you have to have both parts. You have to have the pronoun and the conjugated verb in the preterite tense. Okay? Let's move on. Here's another example. I bathed myself, or I took a bath. Me bañé. Te bañaste. Se bañó. Nos bañamos. Se bañaron.
What's the non-conjugated word?
Bañarse.
Is it in our 5-a-day preterite?
I don't know. We'll go over that in a minute.
Okay. I don't think it is.
Okay? And that's that. So now, divertirse means to enjoy oneself. So the yo form. What's the first thing I have to do? Pronoun. And the pronoun for the yo form is going to be me. And then diverti. Me diverti. Okay, the to form. What is the to form going to be, Amanda?
Te divertiste.
Divertiste, good. El, ella, usted, Nate.
Say
Divertido, good. Don't forget the accent marks. What about the nosotros form, Cameron?
Nos divertimos.
Divertimos, good. Don't worry about the vosotros. And then the last one is going to be ellos, ellas, ustedes. Stephanie.
Te divertieron.
Tieron, good. You see how that works?
Yes.
Questions so far? The thing with reflexive is, one, you can tell it's reflexive because it has that se on the end of it. That's a dead giveaway. And you just have to remember that there's two parts, and you have to have both parts to get for it to be correct. All right, let's look at vestirse. That means to dress oneself. So the yo form, this is also stem changing. This is an E to I. So it's going to be me vesti. Stem changing in the third person form. Okay, Austin, what's the to form?
Te vestiste.
Te vestiste, good. Okay, here's where the stem change comes in. What's the pronoun? What pronoun do I need, Ben? For él, ella, usted. Se, and then it's vistió. That E goes to an I in the third person form. What about the nosotros form? Rachel.
Nos vestimos.
Vestimos. Vestimos. Okay, and finally, the third person plural is going to be what, Ashley?
Se
Vistieron, good. Se vistieron. All right, let's look at sentirse. Sentirse is to sit oneself down. This also has a stem change in the third person form. It's going to be an E to I. So the yo form is going to be what, Lane? Me sentí. Good. To form, Courtney.
te sentiste.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, now remember I said there's a stem change in the third person, so it's going to be se sintió. E to I. What about the nosotros form, Ryan?
Nos sentimos.
Nos sentimos, good. Skip the vosotros, and the last one is the third person plural. It's going to be what? Riley.
Se sintieron.
Se sintieron, good. Let me see if there's any more of these to play with. Nope. Okay, so that's it.